You did this, really.
Don't act so surprised, Carly.
Oh, don't fish for a compliment. You know, I think you're a fabulous cook. So fabulous, I wish that you would have, pursued another career sometimes, like as a chef.
Oh, we were having such a nice time.
I'm just wondering when you had time to throw all this together, with your other business concerns.
Well, I do have a complete restaurant with a kitchen about 2 feet away. Sometimes I go in there and I make stuff, to relieve stress.
I know you've had a lot of stress lately.
You think?
Okay, well, forget about Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole point of bringing him back to Port Charles was to let the legal system deal with him.
Well, Anna Devane trusted the legal system. This is what it got her. Julian hired Carlos to kill Duke. Then he eliminated the witness who could ID Carlos. And Carlos is going to go free, and Julian won't be charged. How's that for the legal system?
Sabrina said in her statement that Carlos told her that he shot Duke.
Sabrina isn't here to be cross-examined, and that might be considered violation of Carlos' rights. It could just be thrown out of court.
Okay, well, there has to be some kind of physical evidence.
There was a gun, but Carlos' fingerprints weren't on the gun. There was DNA evidence, but no proof that Carlos killed Duke. Now, Alexis has enough to create reasonable doubt. She'll probably have it thrown out of court before it goes to trial.
I cannot believe Alexis is defending him.
Yes, you can, because she'll do anything to protect Julian.
You know why, don't you?
Oh, can't do it.
Because she couldn't have you.
Oh.
You're the mobster that she really wanted. She had to settle for Julian.
Talking about Alexis never wanted me.
Where do you think Christina came from?
Well, that's, you know what I mean. That was a one-time thing. Alexis never, missed the chance to tell me how much she regretted it.
Alexis regrets that you didn't fall into line and change your wicked ways just to please her.
Right.
She wanted to be the one who reformed you, who changed the dangerous, sexy mobster into a house husband who folds laundry and cooks her dinner.
Well, you know what? I only cook on special occasions and basically for people who are very special to me.
Lucky me. You know what? Alexis just couldn't admit that the affair was over and move on. She couldn't do that. No, Alexis had to turn it into a moral crusade. She was never going to have anything to do with the mob again until Julian. And all of a sudden, all the morals go out the window because Alexis finally has a mobster of her own. One that keeps telling her that he has reformed, that he has changed, and she eats that up with a spoon.
Are you finished?
Do you disagree with me?
No, I agree. It's just that I'm less worried about Alexis defending Carlos and more worried about that she's actually good enough to get him off.
What are you gonna do if that happens?
Now you sound like Jason asking a question you don't want to hear the answer to.
Okay, all right. Is that why Jason was here, asking you those questions? I was
Carly,
surprised.
Jason is just like, I don't know. He's conflicted, I guess. He thinks that I'm gonna make him do my dirty work.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right, well, since jumping up and down, yelling and screaming and hitting him isn't going to work, we gotta give him time. I can't believe I'm saying that, but we have to give him time. Let him trust his instincts. We need to let his memory bring him back to us, Sonny.
Mm-hmm. Oops. Oh, it's Max. Max? Okay, are you sure? Who's involved?